to say, even though there is NEFSAS, we as the Gauteng provincial government and majority of our municipalities, including Tshwane and Ekurhuleni and Johannesburg, we will also create bursaries for our students in our municipalities. And ours in Gauteng was very specific, and apologies if other people feel excluded. And we deliberate that in Gauteng, any learner that is in any high school in Gauteng, as long as you are a top learner in that school, or number 1 in matric, or number 1, 2, and 3, the best 1, 2, and 3 in each and every school in the township, the Gauteng government will give you a bursary to go to any university or higher education of your choice. We've been doing that for the last 17 years, and we are continuing to do that. There are many students that have got bursaries through that process. We will continue with that process. But what we are doing now, we're expanding it to include other careers. Those that want to be nurses, we are also bringing them on board. Because we can't say there is a shortage of nurses only to find that we are not funding those that want to be nurses. We can't say there is a shortage of social workers only to find that we are not providing that kind of support too. So we are now expanding it to include those specific areas that are needed within government. But secondly, we acknowledge, and this is the gap that has been there for too long, unattended. There are students that have their own personal and financial problems. Because our education system sometimes gives support only to those that are successful. Those that are not successful are left out, especially those that can drop out at first year or second year and third year. There's no specific program for that. So I've introduced that program in Gauteng to say we've now refurbished all our technical schools in all our townships. In those technical schools, or on Saturday and Sunday, we want all people that are unemployed. We attracted 2,800 thus far. We are training them on welding, we are training them on carpentry, on painting, because we want this government to build capacity. We want to train unemployed people and absorb them in government so that when we have problems, for example, if you have problem of this low pay, we don't have to go to a tender. We can use local people that are trained to come and replace it, and they get a earning as part of our skills development. So on all issues related to skills development, we will come back to you and introduce you that program. We just have 2,800. We invested 50 million as the Gauteng government on all the skills that are needed by government, because we know there will be a pothole. Because some of the companies that we are appointing to fill potholes, not in Tshwane, Comrade Lang, some of the companies that we are appointing to fill the potholes, pothole ya teng ha ba fetsa o ife e maru a kopana le pula before ina pothole ya buleya futhi, because they want us to appoint them again to fix the same problem. Our view is simple: train unemployed, skilled young people to go and fix that pothole and let government give them the resources to have that capacity. So that's the approach that we are dealing with. The second one, it raised by the Magato, but it was raised by many other people that have raised this, is the issue of drugs. President, I want to add my voice to what they've been said. If we can't deal with drugs, a generation is going to be wiped off in front of our eyes. If there is something that we need to stand together, is the issue of drugs. And we don't have to assist those that need assistance and rehabilitation of drugs, because we'll be we have to be merciless to drug lords and those that are selling drugs to our children. We have to change the laws, because the number of drug lords and people that are selling drugs in our township is completely unacceptable. And we can do whatever we want to do of rehabilitation and skills. These people have mastered the skill of hooking our children to drugs. So the issue of drugs must be declared as another disaster by government so that we tackle this matter head on. As Gauteng government, we are running a program, we call it Tshwane. We recruit people that are addicted to drugs every year at the 27th of October. Last year, President, our intention was to recruit 700 people as government to take them to rehabilitation. We advertised and we want young people to come. It said in me, President, we were looking for close to 700 people. 13,000 people came, say they need help. And we don't have facilities to accommodate more than 13,000 people. So we could only take only 800 people. And those that we couldn't take, they will say government are not available, because we raised our hand and said to have problems. The issue of drugs, honestly, President, Lenam aiding my voice, we have to deal with this problem. It's a serious problem, and it's also destroying our children. There's, yeah, alcohol. Bagasibulele ka yona iwe. Alcohol hai. Bagasibulele ka yona. No. Yeah, I bagasibulele ka yona. Bagasibulele. Let me not go there. I'll leave the choice of young leaders in parliament to President. Tobegile raised the issue of unemployment. And the President, I know, is passionate about it. The President is going to speak at length on how we are trying to grow the economy in our province or in the country generally. So I'll leave that to the President. What we are doing with sports facilities, we've acknowledged and want to accept that not all young people want to play soccer and netball only. That there are other sporting facilities that we need to build. So the Gauteng government now is building what you call combi courts. Combi courts is a combination of tennis, basketball, and table tennis, so that those facilities can be made available in our communities. So we are coordinating this activity with all our municipalities to say, wena aga field ya cricket, wena aga field ya rugby, wena aga field ya another sporting, so that we don't have same sporting facilities in all communities, and the one that wants to be utilized by other people are not available in our communities. We are quite aware basketball is now popular. We are quite aware that those who want to play rugby, there are also those that want to play chess. So we are trying to put those facilities. So to begin, we have heard that part, we are working on it, we'll also attend to it. So that, bafana iskajiwe ije batho ba bangwe. Yeah, iskajiwe ije batho ba bangwe. Tobekile raised one important aspect, which we are also changing in Gauteng. She claims that all our schools are full. We are changing our schools in Gauteng. We want our schools to specialize on a certain career. That career is a career that will assist our children to get jobs. Because the education system can't continue to produce people that are going to be unemployed. I'm proud that there is a school that has been adopted, the Minister wa Energy. It's going to be a school of energy. So, Banabao Bailo Rutiwa, all careers related to electricity and other energy-related matters. So that by the time they finish, they are having careers that are needed in the market. In Tshwane, we are fortunate. We've got 3 schools here. We've got a school of specialization on nuclear, because Pelindaba here, it's a home of nuclear, and there's no way that we can have a school that can feed that career. We also have a school of engineering, Soshanguve Tech, where we've partnered with BMW. Any new BMW that is produced from Germany, they send people to teach children of Soshanguve Tech how to fix that BMW and ensure that they've got the skills that are related to the entire motor industry, because we also have a special economic zones that specializes in that. So we are changing our schools to be schools of specialization. Gone are the days, rena re busy re bala ka segwagwa, sa re mpepu, while other children are learning about building drones and building tablets and phones, rena re busy ka digwagwa and all other things. So we are changing that curriculum in Gauteng. Now we've got 34 schools of specialization. Le here is Naswa Lewatle, Renali School of Specialization about the ocean economy. We also have a school of specialization on agriculture and a school of specialization in sports as well, so that we have our children going into those particular specializations. Because there are many people who want to be with Brenda Fast. Rebasinyeza nako ka calculus go skolong. Yena nyako hopela utswana le Brenda Fast. So we've got a school that specializes in that career, so that you go there and deal with those particular schools. So we'll attend to those one. Comrade Bonso, Executive Mayor, will deal with why the leaders at Trajville, Kamofela, Trajville, Westerly issues at the service stall. So I'll leave those ones. I think they will raise a very powerful matter about crime. For the first time in the history of our province, the crime statistics that were released by the Minister of Police and the Provincial Commissioner, crime in Gauteng is going down. We went down by 5.2%, but the numbers are still high. So what we need to do, and that's what we've done now, in all our townships, I'm not sure here in Attersville how many CCTV cameras we've put. We've now installed in Gauteng as a whole 23,000 CCTV cameras. And we said those cameras must be placed in the townships. And those cameras are monitored every hour. And we've got all the resources to respond if somebody needs to respond, especially law enforcement agencies. We've also introduced this, and I'm saying this to young people, Lona, this thing must be your friend. You go, and it's free of charge, you are not charged. You download an Gauteng e-panic button on your phone. Now go ahead and moto o tshwenya o sa nyaka number 10111 e outdated ke ya gale ntwe. The 10111 is still important for batho ba ba nyakang maphodisa atle, mara we've got a panic button ya Gauteng government is free of charge. How we press her within 3 seconds, batho ba swantse ba tle ba o thuse if motho nyaka o rape or o attack or o kidnap o etsang, we have everyone that will come and rescue you. The only thing is that you have not downloaded that app, and that app is available free of charge. If there are problems, tell us so that we fix that problem. But we have saved 200,000 lives in Gauteng in the last 4 months of people that have utilized that app, and we have all the people that need to assist. The good thing with this app is not only the police alone. We have brought the private security companies. We have also brought law enforcement agencies, that's one of the traffic police and other people that can assist you. I'm urging young people, go to an app store or Android, you type Gauteng e-panic button, you feel it. When we are in a situation that need emergency, ikaba ambulance, ikaba steamer mollo, ikaba maphodisa, you press it within the first 3 seconds. But I'll phone to ask you where you are so that they can come and assist you. It's part of the processes that we are utilizing to fight crime in our province. But we know crime is not as easy as that. That there are many people that are doing crime. There are many people who are doing crime. So that we don't have all these things. Oh, walk quiet. In a language, I want to move quickly. So all issues, the crime, we've addressed it, but the president will speak about it. The Tshwane, the Tshwane. In Gauteng, formally, we've removed the requirements. Anything that we have now that we're advertising as a job, whether it's an expanded public works, whether it's any job for Arisana age limit at 35, man le man must apply. So we've removed that. So we've removed that aspect. So we've heard you, so we are no longer putting that requirement. There are 100 of them. Rabahira or Basebezi, 300 of them. Assistant program, the program, your president. That was the president personal program. So whether they will be facing still high, but at least we have turned the clock. They are no longer increasing. Sexual offenses are still high. As the Gauteng government, the deputy minister, we are the only province as the provincial government, so that we deal with the